All right, you guys, your next comic coming up is Jay Logra! I sure hope everybody's left-leaning in this room, otherwise this shit's not gonna land. Okay, so recently I learned that I am what angry dudes on Reddit would call a feminazi, which is basically just a woman who's found her voice but lost her patience. The other day, I confronted this guy at work making a stupid joke at the expense of just like all women everywhere, and I tried as politely as possible to explain to him why the joke was offensive, but apparently what he heard was, "Hot! Were you gesticulating something by identifying it as female?" He got so mad at me for calling him out that he wanted to make me feel bad about myself. And I was like, "No, joke's on you, buddy." Because I was raised Irish Catholic in Boston, Massachusetts. I already feel bad about myself. My mother was very traditional Catholic. She was extremely judgmental of women and had zero accountability for all men. So I remember one time when I was 12, I was rollerblading down the street, and all of a sudden this car full of boys came and started catcalling me and followed me for like a few blocks, and I was terrified. But all I could hear was her voice in the back of my head being like, "Oh, you just thought you were so pissing. Rolling around town in your shorts and your tank top like a little hussy. Don't blame them. You were asking for it." I used to really get worried about getting kidnapped, not because I was afraid of dying, but because of how embarrassing it would be. Because I could just see her at like the Amber Alert press conference, just screaming to the camera like, "Yeah, but what were you wearing though? I told you never to talk to strange men and to always write a note." I bet she was wearing that skirt I told her to throw away. You were asking for it. This was my mother's worldview. I don't really know what my father's worldview was back then because I was a girl, so he ignored me. Except for when my mother made him give me the sex talk. I just remember, like, he comes to my room one day, I look up and I'm like, "Why are you here?" And he's just standing there, like 2 feet from my doorway. "All right, just sit down on the bed, don't look at me. I don't want to do this any more than you do, so we're gonna cover sex and drugs at the same time. There'll be no questions asked, and I'm just gonna tell you what my father told me, all right? Just do everything as though God, Jesus, and your grandmother are watching, and you'll be fine, okay? See me in 5 years when you get interesting." Needless to say, both my parents were conservative Republicans, which meant that we didn't really like women unless they were stern and sexually repressed. Nuns, grandmothers, and culture. That's it. And I never questioned this because I learned at a very young age that when you question your parents' beliefs, you get in trouble. Like when my mom told me that Santa Claus was just a thing that people made up to make their kids behave. So I asked her if God was just Santa Claus for adults. And she responded by staring off into space, sending me to my room, and grounding me forever. I still haven't received an answer to that question. And even when I grew up and became super liberal, or as I like to call it, educated and considerate, I still didn't consider myself a feminist. It wasn't until just a few years ago, actually, when a really good friend of mine took me to see a certain movie. A movie that really struck a chord in me that I did not know was there. It's called Gone Girl. And if you haven't seen it, it's about this crazy lady who like discovers the patriarchy and then frames her husband for her own murder. It's great. As I watched this truly maniacal, like sociopath, I found myself thinking, damn, Fraulein is making some sense though. My point is, guys, I know that Ben Affleck is like the victim in that movie, but it was so exciting for me to finally be able to look at a man from Boston and say, "You were asking for it."